Google has, as you said, moved the goalpost several times now, but I don't think we want to wait for the possibility that they may move it again. I think the writing's on the wall, and we need to be preparing now, if we're not already, to start shifting our strategies to a cookieless world. And starting at the most focused, and I think probably the nature of this discussion, which is third-party cookie deprecation. For one thing, anybody who uses the Chrome browser can see today what third-party cookies are being collected by using Chrome's dev tool. So if you right-click on your screen and then choose inspect, that's going to pull up a pane on the bottom of your window, on the right side of your window. And there's a bunch of tools that are built into the browser that enables you to start diagnosing and observing the back-end functionality of the browser tool. And what Google has introduced are flags within the console or the JavaScript console that points out what third-party cookies are going to be blocked and when they're blocked. So I think the audit starts there to see what is that list and what vendors are associated with those cookies. And then you can start building a plan as to reaching out to those vendors to understand how are they responding to the change in technology? Are they introducing new technology themselves, whether that's other tracking methodologies like alternative IDs, whether there's server-side solutions, if they're introducing modeling or AI into their reporting and attribution, things like that. But I think that starts with the audit. And I think the conversation also starts with that, because that's when you start integrating with other teams, particularly as you start generating that vendor list, because some of those vendors are going to have stakeholders that are outside of marketing. And so that's how you start building your roundtable around the privacy conversation that Juan was speaking to earlier as well.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think that know where you are today. I think that assessment and understanding how you measure against this change in the technology, which, by the way, I mean, as I said, it's been going on for a while now, and things are changing every day. So it's a never-ending job, to be honest. But I think that assessment is very important to know where you are, what type of things that you'll see. Like, Matt was saying, hey, look at the cookies that are out there, and there's a warning that shows up that says, hey, this will go away. So, make sure that you do that, and then define the strategy to say, hey, how do we mitigate this issue, and then move forward with it. I think that's the one thing, and then see what other type of technologies will be there. You were talking about the Privacy Sandbox, and what would that mean for people, and how would you be able to use that? I mean, I think there'll be some warranted type of approaches or POCs that you can do to get and test these technologies and see how they may be able to help you. And again, and everything else is more of a overall strategy, is to define what is it you need to do to focus on the first party data as much as you can, and thinking that moving forward, most of the type of work that you'll be able to do will be very, very transactional within the session. What is it you can learn about the individual, and what is it you can do to provide them something of value? So we'll have narrowing the area in which we can actually act, right? So it's not going to be a long process to define attribution and all that kind of stuff. Things will start changing in a way that we'll be focusing a lot in terms of that transaction. You came here for something. How can we know what that was, and how we can provide you with the most information to keep you interested, and luckily that you'll convert.